We're moving on to Big Al's Big Board, wide receivers, number 10.
Number 10 is Jester Weah from Pittsburgh. 6'2", 210 pounds, and the guy is outstanding at high pointing the football. And, of course, he has terrific balance, which I think is fantastic because we don't usually see those receivers that can break those tackles after the big catch and wrestle out for those defenders. This guy is a fantastic player. Number 10, Jester Weah.
Number 9.
Deon Cain. And I'll tell you, this guy probably would be in my top 4 at the bare minimum if he didn't get suspended from Clemson from having a prior drug test that failed, and he got suspended for it.
What kind of drugs?
I don't know.
No.
I think I don't know. I wish that I knew that. I'm imagining it's marijuana, but that's only a guess.
I'm currently binging Breaking Bad, so I'm getting.
Okay, but I mean, this when you see him, D-Mac, and you see his combine tape, and you see what happened when he had Deshaun Watson there, man, at Clemson. Fantastic player, man. He's gonna be a treat for whoever draft him in whatever round.
Number 8,
DJ Moore. Love me some DJ Moore from Maryland, man. He's 6 foot tall, 210 pounds, and he's got terrific balance. Runs a 4.42, and he can certainly be a number 1 wide receiver. He does a great job on those slip screens, and of course, he has great maneuverability in the open. One of my favorite players to watch in all of this breakdown was DJ Moore.
Number 7.
Number 7 is Jaleel Scott from New Mexico. The big fella had a 2-year run at a JUCO, came to New Mexico, got it in. I mean, a big-time player, 6'4", 215 pounds, runs about a 4.5, and he's got some wiggle to him. When I start talking about these number 1 receivers, that's my top 10 list. I'm not talking about guys who play in the slot, guys who are number 2 receivers. We're talking about number 1 receivers. And Jaleel Scott certainly profiles a 6'4", 215, running 4.5 as a number 1 receiver.
Number 6.
Auden Tate. Auden Tate from Florida State, 6'5", 228 pounds, 4.640, elusive, high points to football. He's a great-looking wide receiver.
Shouldn't he be a tight end?
Oh, no. He runs like a wide receiver. Now, he runs like a wide receiver.
4.7 as a wide receiver?
He's a 4.6 guy. He's a 4.6 guy.
4.68, you're not rounding up?
No, but I'm telling you right now, Auden Tate is as good as Kelvin Benjamin was in college. Would you call Kelvin Benjamin a wide receiver?
He's close to it.
Is he a tight end?
He's a wide receiver.
Okay, he's a wide receiver. I mean, if you like big guys, but they don't have tremendous speed, here you go. Here's a guy that can...
Baker Challenge.
Yeah.
Hashtag Baker Challenge.
6'5", 230 pounds. That's a big man playing wide receiver.
Number 5.
Certainly, man, this guy is well known in this region. Michael Gallup from...
Number 5 is Michael Gallup?
Number 5 is Michael Gallup.
Did you not know he was a finalist for the Biletnikoff Award?
Yes, one of the top 3.
Oh, my Lord. Nobody has said that yet today, so I'm obliged to say he was a finalist for the Biletnikoff Award.
Yes, but the guy who won
Number
the award,
5?
the guy who won the award didn't even make the list. Number 5 is Michael Gallup.
So that award is useless.
Well, it is. It's a college award.
So he was nominated for a useless award.
No. I don't believe that the award...
Well, you just said the winner of it wasn't even on your list.
But he didn't make the list because I don't think the measurables and the speed does not match the NFL.
You're really saying the award is really not that big of a deal.
No. If you're a great player in college, you are a great player, but the NFL is a different animal altogether.
So maybe all those annoying people that accuse me of not knowing who Michael Gallup was should just shut the heck up there in Fort Collins. Hashtag Asunder. Hashtag Baker Challenge. Hashtag Al put him at number 5.
Hashtag Baker Challenge.
All right.
Number 4.
Number 4 is Courtland Sutton from SMU. Another big guy. 6'4", 220 pounds. A 4.5 sprinter. And, of course, a great high pointer. Runs smooth routes. He accelerates into his breaks, and he breaks down like all of the small guys, but he's standing D-Mac at 6'4". What a fantastic find it was, and it was a fun job paying attention to him and what he did while at SMU.
Number 3.
Equanimus St. Brown, Notre Dame.
Easy for you to say. I love his story, by the way. His story is, and why he has that name and why his other brothers who are all great football players have their names. It's kind of like the LeVar Ball situation in a certain sort of way, but the family's not as obnoxious as LeVar Ball. But he's a great story. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just love this kid, man. He's my number 3 receiver in this year's NFL draft. 6'5", and I wrote down when I was watching him, fearless.
He's special.
I mean, he will challenge anybody in the center of the football field around the goal line. He made a play against the University of Texas that showed you how much desire that he has when he handstand all the way into get hit underneath, put one arm down, handstands into the end zone. And this guy has been making plays like this for years at Notre Dame.
He's like literally a genius, too. He's one of the brightest guys you'll ever see. He speaks a couple of foreign languages because his mom is...
You know about this kid.
His mom is German, so he speaks fluent German.
So let me ask you, how much do you know about this kid?
Well, I saw a TV thing about him and his family, and his mom and his dad have groomed the brothers to be NFL wide receivers. They just haven't done it in a LeVar Ball, look-at-me sort of way. But, yeah, his mom is German, and so he and his brothers speak fluent German. They're a fascinating family. I highly recommend that people dig into him, and there's intangibles to him that do separate him from other kids.
Would you call him an instant first-round hit?
Not necessarily, but watch out for him.
If he's drafted in the second round, whoever gets a shot at this kid, man, you are looking at a clear number 1 receiver.
I agree.
Number 1, no doubt about it.
I think he could be one of the steals of the entire draft.
Yeah, depending on where he's drafted.
Right.
This is going to be fun to watch this process with him because a lot of people have him as low as 13, as high as 6 or 7, but as far as position ranking.
Yeah.
I don't see it that way.
Keep your eyes on him.
Yeah, I see him as the 3rd best receiver in this draft.
Okay.
Number 2. DJ Chark,
who the Broncos had in for a visit.
Oh my goodness, D-Mac, 6'2", 200 pounds, a 40-inch leaper, and a guy who runs 4.34. Now, the only part about DJ Chark that I don't like is that he loves him some DJ Chark. Okay? I mean, that's the only part about his game that I really don't like. I mean, he's a diva wide receiver.
Oh,
he's going to be in
what a shock. He'd be so out of place with the Broncos.
I'm just saying, but
we don't have any diva wide receivers
he's
here.
Going to be that. He's going to want the highlight on himself.
Has Emmanuel Sanders gone on Twitter to ask John Elway to draft him like he did with Eric Decker?
Hey, man, I tell you what, man. We
all have to look out for Emmanuel Sanders to recommend players because God forbid.
D-Mac, the fastest wide receivers with the highest vertical and the most talent in this draft.
If they picked up DJ Chark and Emmanuel Sanders found himself on the bench, boy, would I be a happy camper.
All right. And number 1 is Calvin Ridley.
Oh, you're going out on a limb there.
No, the measurables don't.
I'm joking. He's the hands-down number 1 guy.
But the measurables don't say that he is a clear number 1. But at the top of his routes, man, he gives defensive backs the business. I mean, he turns guys around. He breaks down great. He catches the football wonderful.